Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The evening lights around the Golden Bachelor mansion glowed soft gold, casting long shadows across the rose garden where emotions had been running high for weeks. Cindy, always composed, always graceful, had finally found her rhythm again after the whirlwind of dates, cameras, and unexpected confessions. But tonight felt different. She sensed it the moment she stepped outside and spotted her daughter, Emily, waiting near the fountain. Emily wasn't scheduled to appear on film. She wasn't even supposed to be in California. Yet here she was, arms crossed, eyes sharp, her whole posture buzzing with urgency. "Mom," Emily said, skipping any greeting. "We need to talk. Now." Cindy's heart kicked. Emily's tone wasn't dramatic. Emily wasn't the dramatic type. Something serious was brewing. They walked together along the pathway lined with roses that never seemed to wilt, no matter how many hearts did. At the far corner, out of earshot, Emily finally turned to her mother. "It's Mel," she said bluntly. "I'm worried." Cindy froze. Mel, kind, charming, steady-handed Mel, was the last person she expected her daughter to bring up with such intensity. "What about him?" Cindy asked, folding her arms, bracing herself. Emily inhaled sharply. "Mom, I think he's hiding something." The words fell like a stone in the silence. Cindy blinked. "Emily, what are you talking about? Mel's been nothing but honest with me." "That's the thing," Emily shot back. "He seems too honest, too perfect. And I've been watching every episode, every clip, every tiny interaction. Something doesn't line up." Cindy's breath hitched. Emily wasn't just her daughter. She had always been her truth teller, her human lie detector. "Tell me," Cindy whispered. Emily pulled out her phone and swiped quickly. "Watch this." She played a short clip from the last group date. Mel smiling, Mel reaching for Cindy's hand, then glancing away with an expression that lasted less than a second but held an entire story. "That look," Emily said, "right there. He's conflicted. He's not sure. And you deserve someone who's all in." Cindy studied the screen, the tiny flicker she had missed. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, but Emily was right. She'd seen that expression once before, years ago, on someone who later broke Cindy's heart clean in half. Her stomach tightened. "Emily," she said slowly, "do you think he's leading me on?" "I think," she answered carefully, "that he still hasn't let go of someone else. Maybe someone from earlier in the season, or maybe someone from his life before the show. But I know this. You can't go into the finale without asking him the questions no one else is brave enough to ask." Cindy felt the world tilt. Hope and doubt tangled inside her chest. "And Mom," Emily added, touching her hand softly, "please don't lose yourself trying to fit into his story. Make sure he belongs in yours." The warning hit harder than expected. It wasn't jealousy or protectiveness, it was clarity, delivered with love and urgency. Cindy exhaled, long and trembling. "I hear you," she said quietly. But before she could say more, a familiar voice broke into the moment. "Cindy?" Mel stood a few yards away, hands in his pockets, wearing that gentle smile that had melted half America. "Everything okay?" Emily straightened, shoulders stiffening, her eyes locked onto his with a steady, examining look. Cindy felt the tension thicken like humidity before a storm. "Actually," she said, stepping forward, "there's something we need to talk about." Mel's smile faltered. Emily didn't say a word, but she didn't have to. Her warning hovered in the air like a flashing red light. The camera crew, sensing something big, moved in. And fans, watching at home, they felt it too. That shift, that tremor, that moment everything changed. Because Cindy wasn't just another contestant tonight. She was a mother. She was a woman who'd lived too much life to ignore a red flag, especially when carried straight to her by her own daughter.